Thank you for joining us on this episode of KTN Mid-Morning. My name is Koi. The Nairobi Fashion Market is the largest outdoor retail event in Nairobi. It showcases an intelligent, innovative opportunity for progressive, established and emerging designers and business entrepreneurs to showcase their collections to media, celebrities, national and international buyers, and of course, the consumers as well. Now, earlier in the year, we brought you a couple of designers who were displaying their stuff at the event. And since Nairobi Fashion Market takes place twice a year, we have more talented designers to showcase on Mid-Morning before the event this weekend at the Impala grounds. We'll kick off the week with a reminder of one of the talented designers who took part earlier in the 4th edition of the Nairobi Fashion Market.
Yaka Yeke is like the yin-yang, east meets west. So we use West African fabric to make clothes for the East African market. I feel that what is unique about Yaka Yeke is that we try to understand the customer and make sure that the client is comfortable in the clothes that we make. It's all about the customer embracing our fashion, our style, and also us embracing the customer style. But we just make sure that the customer comes out feeling beautiful and fashionable. Our clothes are distinctly well tailored, they're well finished, and the client has a good experience when they leave Yaka Yeke. Dresses are in fashion. So now we're using the dress with all multicolored buttons and all this fashion going on. The back is low cut, makes her waist look smaller because of the indented in the waist, and then all princessy-like. She's wearing it for a casual function. She could go for tea with her girls, she could go out for a casual meeting, yeah, I think she looked beautiful in that. She could also go for a wedding if it's not too dress up. Well, I came from the telecom industry, and I felt that the African designs were really restrictive. I traveled to West Africa and I realized that people were wearing more modern outfits with the African design, so I figured, why not open a brand that would then be able to bring this to Kenya. In the 90s, there was hardly somewhere where you could actually buy an African design that was not fashionable. So I decided we could start this, make fashionable African designs, and people would be actually embrace that. So that's why we started African and grew the brand slowly. People were interested, and the brand grew bigger than I expected. A lot of it is inspired by a lot of course, the catwalks, the current fashion trends. I love fashion. Shoes inspire me to also create new modern designs with our African fabrics. We are also inspired by the current African woman wanting to be more beautiful and more fashionable and being bold and creative so that people can be able to see her as not only wearing the normal Western outfit, but the African design set, and she still looks professional, she looks comfortable, she can go about her day-to-day life. That's day-to-day office wear. She can have a nice African top with her black skirt or black trouser, and right after work she can go and meet somebody for a drink. Not feel too structured. If you don't want too structured, no jacket or something, you can wear that. You can actually customize your day-to-day wear, your office wear to be African. You can actually, even your shirts to work, we can make them plain colored and put a trim of African fabric. It then makes it African, or it can be more African and we put a patch of white. As long as it's modern, you're comfortable, I think people will soon be embracing these designs. We have different people. We have the production team, those who help us cut and sew. We have the design team, those who help us draw and put the ideas in place before we do the discussing and then before production. Then of course we have the marketing team that goes out to markets and bring in the customers. So we have a team of like 6. We import a lot of our fabrics from the West, which we also mix with the other fabrics, the chiffons and the Eastern European fabrics to create our designs. But a lot of them we actually bring from West Africa, Senegal, Ghana, Nigeria. Our clientele are mostly middle-aged, say 35 to 60, who are looking for something different, well-tailored, fashionable African designs that will make them stand out from the crowd. I think our local designers are finally getting bolder to go out there and display their talent. We had Kapeke just do his, he did the London Fashion Week. So I think slowly we shall be bolder to actually show that we got talent and we've got great ideas and people are actually embracing our fashion, wearing it. Yeah, so I think in the next generation you'll find a lot of African designers out there marketing themselves. Monica is one of my favorite designers, because Monica Canary, sorry, because of her cut. She really knows how to bring out the lady very elegantly. I love Gucci, Valentino, Jimmy Choo. Those are the international designers that I like. We dressed Richard Branson on several occasions that he's been here during the launch of the Virgin Airline and second time. We also dressed other politicians. We dressed Najib Balala. We dressed Jimmy Gathu wears our clothes. Depends on who you call a celebrity. I feel all our clients are celebrities in their own right, because they then carry out our clothes in a very fashionable way, hence being a celebrity. This is mostly worn by the older clientele when they're going for weddings, mothers of the brides or guests aged between, say, 45 and above. It's made of embroidery and the plain cheddar fabric, because it has a head tie. It makes the lady look elegant and beautiful and modern. Fashionably modern. The gele is an accessory for the outfit, and it usually portrays the woman's, it's like a crown. It makes her feel more of like a princess. So you can have all kinds of headgear. Yeah, it doesn't have to be necessarily the stiff African fabric. You can use any kind of cloth to be able to create a nice, beautiful headpiece. People think that the African designs are big and old-fashioned, or they're only worn to weddings or functions. So then you'll not be able to embrace the African style if you're younger, because then that's the perception. You want to wear it every day. But now designers are actually designing clothes to be able to capture the younger generation, because they are the bigger market. So we are customizing our clothes so that they're comfortable for the younger generation. You'll notice now that a lot of young people are wearing either an African skirt and then maybe a contemporary top or a t-shirt top, or the t-shirts are now being accessorized in African. So the young will slowly get there, and I think they're actually catching up. Expensive is relative. Say, for example, you go buy yourself an expensive bag that costs maybe 15,000. But when you come to an African store, because it's customized and you're told this is what it's going to cost you, then you feel it's expensive. So it's just actually all in the mind. I don't think it's actually expensive, because we're not trying to make it expensive for the locals. We're trying to actually make it very affordable. But it's the perception in the client's mind. A lot of the challenges are mostly great human resources had to come by in terms of the back end, the finishing, and the tailoring. So that's been one of our challenges. Also, being able to import our fabric. Just the logistics of it is also a challenge. Marketing our products sometimes is a challenge, because then being able to target the right market and being able to convince them to actually choose African vis-a-vis the modern designs. Our dream for Yaka Yeke is that Yaka Yeke becomes a retail brand, that you can actually walk into a Yaka Yeke store and pick up a Yaka Yeke outfit. Or not necessarily Yaka Yeke designed outfit, totally African inspired outfit from the rack, wear it and go. So in a few months or years, we are hopefully going to get there. A lot of African designs are not yet going into the collection trend, but I think that we are actually embracing it, and we are now actually Yaka Yeke is going to display its spring collection at the NFM. Yellow is back, so we're going to have a lot of yellow in our collection, and also the cuts and the styles will actually show that we are actually catching up with the trends. Oh, anticipate our new collection. We shall actually be bringing out a collection on the Saturday. We're going to do a fashion show to bring out our new line for this year.
Nina Sinanu revealed to Mid-Morning that when she went to Ghana, she was blown away by the stylish African clothes worn by its people. Traditional African wear comes in a variety of styles and an array of colors and prints. Colors vary from earth tones into vibrant colors such as indigos. Today, the designs have been adapted for modern life but have retained the characteristics that have made traditional African wear unique, as seen at Yaka Yeke Designs. Send us your comments to midmorning at standardmedia.co.ke, or better yet, go to our Facebook page, KTN Mid-Morning. Like it and drop in a comment. We would love to hear from you. That's all we have for you today. Enjoy the rest of your day.